Tom here at Sharpening Supplies, and today we're going to be talking about Tormek wheels, jigs, and accessories. If Tormek makes it, then we probably sell it, and between us, I think we've used all of the Tormek wheels, jigs, and accessories. And so we're going to be talking about those that go with the Tormek T8 and T4. We're not going to be talking about any of the spare parts. We do sell those if you need any of them, though.
Yeah, so if you need an RO500 spring for various jigs, give me a call. We can help you out with that.
Yeah, exciting.
yeah. Our favorite spare parts. And that'll be the next video.
Bushings.
Bushings,
yes.
Yeah. And we're not going to be talking about the T1 and T2 in this video, although we do have a video up here comparing them both if you want to check them out. So we're going to start with our favorite wheels. So I think this is like the core part of the Tormek machine. So John, what's your favorite Tormek wheel?
I like the original grindstone. It's a really innovative design where with the stone grater, you can change it from a 220 to a 1000 grit. There's nothing else that does that. So it's a very versatile, economical way to sharpen. So that's my vote.
Dan?
I'm going to go with the leather honing wheel. Not only is it great for finishing, getting that kind of mirror polish, but I think it's easy to forget that you don't need to go all the way back to the grinding wheel every time. If you're getting your knives or your tools before they're really dull, you can do a great job just maintaining that razor edge lightly and quickly on that honing wheel.
So yeah, similar to you with maintaining edges, I really like the Japanese wheel. Tormek say it's about 4,000 grit, but I think it's higher than that because it makes things pretty shiny, and I like shiny things. Yeah, I like to use it in conjunction with the original grindstone, so that's really good at hogging off material, but then getting a really nice finish. The Japanese wheel is great for that. It's quite slow cutting, so if you want to be precise with your edges, that's quite nice as well. But that would be my favorite wheel.
At the wear rate of that wheel, that's going to last you forever.
Yeah.
A few lifetimes.
Yeah. Another really great thing about the Tormek is the system of jigs that they've got. It makes sharpening your tools really easy, and it gives you repeatable results. And so we're going to talk about a few of our favorites. So Dan, what is your favorite jig?
The SE77, the square edge jig for chisels and hand plane blades. Being a woodworker, this is the primary jig that I use, and it's great. You can very quickly, very precisely sharpen your chisels, your hand planes up to 3 inches wide, and be sure that they're going to be, dead straight across 90 degrees to the edge. They've made some real improvements in the new model. It's very adjustable. So if you're slightly off of that 90 degrees, you can really precisely dial it in. And as a bonus, with that adjusting system, we can actually deliberately set it up so that you can camber. Woodworkers like a cambered edge on their hand planes. You can do that in various degrees of camber. So very, very useful.
John, I see that you've got a Woodworkers jig on there.
Well, specifically for turning, if you consider turning woodworking.
It's wood, it's working.
Yeah. Sorry, turners. Oh, John, you appear to have a wood turning jig on there.
Why, yes, I do. This is the gouge jig. I love this thing because it turned one of the most difficult tools to sharpen into something that's very easy a beginner can sharpen. A gouge has compound angles, spindle gouge or a bowl gouge. This compensates for all those angles. It's just an ingenious design that I never would have come up with. I love that they did. Mm-hmm. So I just appreciate the innovation that they came up with. So,
and with the setup guide and the marker, the labels you can put on your tools, it's very quick and easy to hit exactly the same geometry every time with no guesswork.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can put that exact same angle on a year later, it makes it so much easier.
Absolutely.
Cool. So my favorite jig is the new knife jig, the KJ45. I really like the improvements that they've made to it. So their kind of like headline improvement was that it's now centered. I think the previous one was ever so slightly offset, which when you flip the knife over could make a difference. It wasn't something for most people, but if you're being very precise with your sharpening, yeah, this is an improvement. But for me, the biggest thing is the new handle on there. It just makes it really easy to use. There's lots of different nice features for taller knives and also for sharpening convex edges. So you got a wheel, which will typically give you a concave edge or hollow grind, but being able to bounce your knife up and down, does a pretty good job of sharpening convex edges. And you can just about get a Mora 106 woodworking knife to fit in this without needing the small knife jig as well. And that's a knife that I use a lot for carving. And so being able to put that in here and sharpen it, it's the one that I use the most. So I like it. And then we will move on to accessories. Tormek, as well as the jigs, have got a lot of accessories that make using their machines that little bit easier. And so my favorite accessory would be the rotating base. So it's just a very simple little thing that allows you to spin the machine around. Sometimes you'll want the wheel spinning towards you, sometimes you want it spinning away. And rather than lifting up this 40-odd pound tool with a tray full of water attached to it, being able to just push a button and rotate it 180 degrees. It's quite a boring thing to look at, but you tuck it away under your Tormek and it just adds that little bit of functionality. So
saves a lot of spilled water.
Yes.
Too, when you're moving that thing back and forth. So
that's my favorite accessory. John, do you have a favorite accessory?
Yes. And it comes with the Tormek T8 and T4, and it is the Angle Master. This is what allows you to set your angle for your tools. Really, to me, what I love the innovation is that you can adjust it as your wheel wears. So you can get full utilization of your wheel and still your angles are dead on. So a great innovation.
Right, because the machine has the size of the wheel.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll, it starts out at 250 millimeters and it has a little marker that goes down to 180. Can you wear it below 180, or is that the limit?
It's in the neighborhood of the limit. Yeah.
Have you ever worn a wheel down that far?
I have not.
You have not? No. Okay.
No.
That would be a matter of pride.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments. Have you worn out a Tormek original grindstone? We'd love to hear how long that took. Great, Dan. Accessories.
I went with the Sharpening Station. The stand and storage unit for the Tormek. I really like it. It just makes using the machine very, very practical. It's at a good height. You might see that this is a little bit high on a standard kind of table. This Sharpening Station is a little lower, but it's adjustable too. So I can hit it to my optimal height. John could do his. It's going to be a little difference there. But then also the storage with all the drawers. And then with the foam inserts, you can fit all of the jigs, hang wheels off the side. So, it keeps all the parts kind of in one spot. It just makes a really convenient working station.
But if you're a woodworker, if you don't have your tools all over, are you even a woodworker?
Well, you can do that, but then, guests come over, you want to clean the place up, rather than just hide them under the bench, you've got nice drawers to put them in.
Cool, so those were our favorite wheels, jigs, and accessories. Let us know in the comments what yours are, and if there are any wheels, jigs, or accessories that you would like to try, let us know. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe for more.
Go ahead and clap, it'll help me find it.
Okay. Give me a second to...
Tom here at...
I'm really amazed you haven't gotten a clapper.
Yeah, we should get one.
It's a very John thing.
Easily distracted. I have approximately a 7-second attention span, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why David's standing behind the camera with the little sparkly thing, so I'm focusing on him.